But we're looking at right now the dressmaker, which is one of our machines. And do you want to explain threading, Catherine?
Okay, so I call those guys pigtail, they're coils. This one is a different machine. You have two of those, they double, and then it goes this way. It's an older machine, it's metal.
Yep.
It's good because it's older. And you have another coil, mini pigtail, that you have to...
Oh yeah, I see it. I got it.
You have to go twice. Not one time, just two times. One and two.
Basically, so it goes so it goes through the middle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now you're in.
Gotcha.
Okay, now this is a reverse, which is odd. But this machine is I can't say reverse, but it's from the left to the right. All machines are from the front to the back.
Yep.
I need a pair of scissors so I can clip my
Sure.
my hand. Alright.
Yep.
So this machine thread from the left to the right. You make sure your needle is not chapped or bent. You have the right needle for the right material, the right thread for the right project.
And how do you know you have the right needle for the right material?
This is a medium to light needle. The thread is a normal thread. Your bobbin is inside. It's already
Yep.
wounded.
Wound.
Wound. Thank you. So now your thread go in between. That's called the feet. It goes in between. Your bottom thread comes back up. A little bit difficult to lift this machine. That's the hinge. It's not a hinge. It's a tab that is supposed to block the machine when it's down. And then if you really need to lift it up, you just pull on that tab, and you can lift up your machine. Sometimes the bobbin might fall out. You might need to go fish the bobbin in.
Okay.
It might be a little bit difficult unless you have a small hand and you can get it out, with 2 fingers. Because you have to put the bobbin inside, and the groove has to meet the prone exactly. So it's.
I guess it's hard to illustrate that on this video. So you said the groove has to meet.
Yeah, this for example, you have a groove right here. It's hard to see.
Yeah.
You have a groove right here, a dent.
Yep.
And then you have a tooth. You would call this a tooth, right?
Sure.
Okay, and so now your bobbin is ready to go. You hold this tab that has hinge.
Yep.
And you make sure your bobbin don't fall out of the case.
Yep.
And now, very carefully, because you don't have much space.
Yep.
And it's hard when you have bigger finger. It has to go in its proper space, and
it line up
the tooth with the groove.
Yep.
Then when it's secure, you let the tab go, and you know it's in. You let your thread go back in the cavity. You can close your little flap, and now you're going to fish your thread. You hold your thread, the top thread. You give it a turn. Your thread come out, and then with a half, some scissors usually not too thick if you double it, so the thickness of a half maybe. You get your thread from under back on top.
Yep. So you end up with 2 lines, one from the bottom and one from the top.
Now you have both thread. They go toward the back, and you are ready.
Ready.
You're ready almost. You have this machine is different. It's older. The older machines are good because they're metal. They have good stitch. This is to do a zigzag. This is center. This is zigzag. Oh, do you have?
So hold on. Say that again. So this is zigzag.
When you want to sew straight, you keep your lever to the center. When you want to zigzag, you go to the left.
And what happens when you go to the right?
it's another zigzag.
Okay.
I always go to the
Always go left. That's
but
fine.
I can try to the right. Those are breaks. You lose them, you figure the size of your zigzag, and then you lock it.
Okay, so this changes the size.
You have to hold your
Uh,
size knob,
Yep.
and that's your lock.
Gotcha.
No machine is like this. This one is like
Yeah,
this.
yeah, I'm glad we're doing a
It's
video.
odd. That's your reverse.
Yep, big button reverse with an R.
Your,
Okay.
your dog is your groove. Up.
When you say your groove,
This little groove there that you have that is to give
the
traction,
move, the traction.
traction
Okay.
to the
Yeah.
fabric, so they can be up or down,
Okay.
depending. And then you adjust everything according to. You always do a sample. You always do a sample before you do your project. You always do a sample. That's recommended because you won't know exactly the width of your zigzag or the. See, this is okay, but I have. I need to make it a little bit smaller, so I'm gonna lose my break here. I'm gonna
Yep.
make my zigzag a little bit smaller and tidy it up again. Up, lose it, a little bit smaller and tidy it up, and then we'll try again.
And that will change the size of your zigzag.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You can go ahead.
See what size is coming now.
And you're using the foot pedal to drive that forward.
Yeah, it's a very loose zigzag. It's a very
Yeah.
loose zigzag.
Okay.
Um,
Is there an ideal zigzag or just your own?
It depends your project. I want a tighter zigzag. I will increase and try see what I want. Depend the project. This I don't like because the tension is wrong, so I will increase the tension a little bit. I see that the tension is wrong because I see from the top the bottom thread coming through.
Okay.
So that means the top tension is wrong. It has to be tied up. The bottom is loose, therefore the top needs to be a little bit tighter. And I go and I do all these things.
And where's the tension on those two? On
Right
this?
here?
That's the tension. That's the
Yeah.
top tension, the bottom. That's the top tension.
Top tension.
Yep.
I'm not happy, so I'm still going to this. Now I'm gonna try this one. I'm curious now. It's the same thing.
All right.
Okay, so
Does that give a pretty good summary? Maybe I'll take a
Yeah.
little break while you figure it out then.
yeah, it's good.
Okay.